Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sanda, and yeah, I'm finally back. It's been a while. I've been trying to come back, you guys. Something is wrong. I've been trying to come back, but then I had problems, a lot of problems. One which was the worst problem ever, that was personal, and then the second one was my ring light, and then the third one was the fact that I had problems with editing my videos because I had a lot of videos that I couldn't post. I made a lot of videos for you guys, like 2 story times. Epic fail, epic fail. I thought this was gonna be easy, but nah, it's not. We actually say it's heavy. It's so hot. It's extremely hot, so I need the fan on. I don't know whether it's going to affect the sound or not. I hope it doesn't, because this is gonna be the last video that I have to make if it does. Okay, so I know you've seen the title or the video, sorry. I am doing a story time. It's so hard to do story times because most of the stories that I have are kind of recent events. So now people are gonna be able to put 2 and 2 together and then finally realize who I'm talking about or not. Oh, why am I saying or not? Okay, so I'm gonna be having this drink and also chocolate. I wanted to have like chips, but then I realized it's gonna take a while for me to chew, and then it's gonna make the sounds. Okay, I don't have a problem with the sounds, but I'm thinking of people who have problem with hearing the sounds of someone chewing or something. So I get story some city. It was back in 2014. So a setting of where I used to stay was a house with 4 bedrooms. So it was a house and 4 bedrooms, and then there was a kitchen and a bathroom. So I used to stay with my aunt and my cousin. My aunt used to rent a room for my cousin and myself, and also a room for her. And then there were other 2 families that were actually renting there. So Saslala in a family of 3. Okay, fine. So during that time, there was before Kofige, this other lady, there were 2 ladies that used to stay together there. They were doing their practicals, I think, so they used to stay there. And then on the other house, it was umama with 2 kids, one which was our age and one which was like way young, around 7, yes. So okay, so now umama lona used to be close to my aunt because we used to go to church together. So they had this kind of relationship. They used to get so they used to have conversations that were clicking. Yeah, I'll say babe clicker ngendlela babe clicker ngayo because bakhonza bonke, so obviously why wouldn't they? Plus my aunt nje wayezincokolela with anyone and anybody. She didn't have a problem. Okay, fine. So it's 2014. At that time I had started dating. I was dating this guy whom I won't mention because the story time is not about him today. Today it's not about him, but it's about something else. Okay, so during this time, when you had started dating and as a teenager, you don't want to fall pregnant, so you decide, you know what, guys, let me get contraceptives, right? I go to school, ask for permission slip to go to the clinic. When I went to the clinic, I got myself implant. So I'm like protected for like 3 years. I won't fall pregnant in 3 years. So I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I'm sweating or my skin is oily. I don't know what's happening. So now what happened is that I did that. I was safe. My cousin wasn't dating at the time, so she wasn't even thinking of being sexually active. And I thought I was ready, so why not? I find this other day I went to town with my friends. We had like to make copies. I don't know if it was copies for what. Oh no, she was accompanying me. I was sending something off to my brother, so I had to go to the taxi rank, ukunigela it takes so that they deliver the package to my brother in PE at Kaber. So now I do that. I go to town. When I come back, my cousin is sitting with the girl from next door. So I'm gonna call the girl from next door. I'm gonna call her M. I find ngiyafika my cousin uhleli no M. I'm like, oh okay, guys, hi, ninjani. My aunt was already there. I'm good. And then M is telling us about the conversation that she had with her mother, which was basically about teenage pregnancy, contraceptives or not. And she went on to say, her mother asked, are we sexually active? Are we dating anyone? Do we use contraceptives? Blah, 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 blah. Hi. And then she was like, because my mom seemed so nice, we're having this conversation and she was advising me and whatnot. And I was like, no, Susanna and I, we're protected. We are preventer and I'm the preventer. So yeah. And then she went on, her mother went on to ask about my cousin. She was like, no, the cousin is not doing anything because now, one, as sweet and as nice my mom would be, I would never kuluma about anyone else except myself. Because one, I don't want her when she goes out, I don't want her to look at other people some type of way, right? So if we're gonna have this sweet, nice conversation, if you're gonna be advising blah 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 blah, do it to me. Unless you want to advise abanye abantu, please bring them here, ask them questions, baziphendulele, right? But the girl was like, nah, mom is not gonna do anything. She was just looking out for us. Okay. I'm like, your mom is so understanding, blah, 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 blah. I can never have that kind of a conversation with my aunt. Fine. Later on, kuphekwe, kudliwe. So, routine yasekhaya was that kuyapheka, kuyatyiwa, kuhlanjwe izitya, kubukela iTV, kuyathandazwa, kuyalalwa. So right after praying, my aunt is like, Sisana, please stay behind. I need to talk to you. Like, all right, lady, what do you want to say? Which conversation do you want to have with me? What are we going to talk about? You and I are like, your age is here, mine is here. So there's a huge age gap. There is a gap in between our ages. uyandizala. Which conversation are we going to have? Right? I'm like, at the back of my mind, I thought, nah, it's nothing serious. It's nothing about me. Maybe it's something that she was discussing with my mom or something. There was nothing that gave me the impression that no, baby girl, you are in trouble. Fine. When I sit down, and she's like, I guess this kind of, tell me, when was the last time you went to the clinic? And then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, maybe someone saw me and then told her that I went to the clinic. Okay, it's so recent, so it must be about something that happened maybe a week before. So now I'm like, huh? Last time I went there was last week Friday when I accompanied M because she had a problem. So Anne had to go to the clinic. I had to accompany her, and I was with my cousin as well. So I was surprised why she's only calling me and not my cousin if it's something about that day. Kanti yo, no, it's not. As what someone tells me, oh, before she says that, oh Jesus, before she says that, oh, we are prevent. Are you on contraceptives? I'm like, no, ma. She said we are off. Are you on contraceptives? I was like, no. And then she was like, what are contraceptives used for? I'm like, to prevent. It's like, prevent what? To prevent pregnancy. And then she was like, how do you know that? How would you possibly know that? I'm like, we do life orientation, we do life sciences. My mom is a nurse. I know a lot of people that are old, so obviously I know this for sure. I'm like, no, they teach us at school life orientation. She used to teach life orientation in high school, so she knew exactly where I knew that from. And then she was like, okay. When we are in Leon, are you on contraceptives? I'm like, no. She's like, tell me the truth. I'm like, no, I'm not on contraceptives. Someone tells me that you are on contraceptives. I'm like, someone did what? Yeah, you're on contraceptives, hence I'm asking you questions about going to the clinic and contraceptives. I'm like, you know what? I think it would be the best idea to call that person, bring the person here, and then have the same person say that thing, and then we're gonna need proof. I was so defensive when I was growing up here. I was defensive. I wanted to be a lawyer, so I was starting there at home. Charity begins at home. I was starting the charity at home. I began the charity at home. Whoever said that must come here, bring bring proof. They must bring proof that I am doing that. My aunt is like, no, there's no need. I'm like, akekho umuntu ongavele athethe into ngam, and now I have to take that in. Kanjalo nje, when I know nothing about this thing, and now it's giving the impression that I'm lying. Now because of someone who came and told you this, blah 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 blah. Bona bayithatha pilonto, where did he or she see me do that? Did she or he accompany me to do that? Did she do the procedure? Was she the one who was jovering me? Didn't jover me? Oh, okay, so what? I was like, hi, I don't know anything. We can bring that person. And then she was like, no, there's no need for that, but you need to tell me the truth. I'm like, no, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not doing it. And the end alone. And then I was like, she was like, okay, you're dismissed. I'm like, When I went to my room, we're having this conversation with my cousins, like, oh girl, usimpipile emzalini. That was when we started to decide that we're not telling anything that is that personal, because whenever she's gonna have a conversation with her mother, it's gonna include our names, and then it's gonna go to my aunt, right? Because umamaga and MJ, there's a lot of things she would tell my aunt which she wasn't supposed to even tell her. Hayi wayesicela la mama athethe hayi aba bathe hayi aba bathe. I have a lot of stories, to a point whereby my cousin and I decided to do things alone, because whenever we would do things with meetings would be called. We would have to answer questions that we can't answer. We would have to lie. My cousin and I don't like lying, but we had to lie to our parent because we didn't have a choice. Lapho ngelo xesha, she was both our aunt. She was an aunt to both of us. Yes, because it's my mom, my aunt, and my cousin's mother. So my mom is the firstborn, she's the secondborn, and my cousin's mother is the thirdborn. So too, she's not a parent to any of us at this point, but siyamhlupha. And lo mama ufika uzomxelela indaba zethu, which I never understood, which I will never understand, which is why we would look at her and laugh sometimes with my cousin and be like, your child is gonna xaka you because ungena indaba zemizi, uxabanisa imizi, your child is gonna xaka you. And then what happened? And then what happened? But then asikho lapho, everyone is happy. Em is happy where she is. She's working now, so everything is fine. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you for listening, loves. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please, guys, if you are new here today, if you are a first-time viewer, can you please subscribe? If you are not a first-time viewer and you haven't subscribed, please, I beg, my friend, please subscribe for more content. I'm back. Manje, I'm back full time. You guys won't have to wait for 3 months to see me. I'm back. Love you guys. And then let's have a sip. The last sip to whatever. To more content, to more story times, to more life, to money, to happiness, to future, or to the future. Yeah. Thank you. All I'm saying